You're on one side of the screen and I'm on the other side. Who here has heard that he shot through a locked door? This is the door he shot through. It's like, is that going to keep anybody out? No.
It's a local trial making national headlines. 19-year-old Renisha McBride shot and killed by homeowner Ted Wafer back in November. She knocked on his door in the middle of the night. Wafer claims he shot her in self-defense.
During today's testimony, we learned about the events that led up to the deadly shooting. Hours before Renisha McBride ended up on Ted Wafer's front porch, the 19-year-old was hanging out with her best friend, Amber Jenkins. The two women decided to grab a fifth of vodka and play drinking games at McBride's home. Jenkins told the court they drank half a bottle in about an hour and a half. They also smoked 3 marijuana blunts. Jenkins testified she was winning the game, and McBride became upset that she had to down more shots. She told the court that Renisha was acting like a sore loser and decided to leave.
She wanted to play and I didn't. It wasn't nothing really else to do at her house besides watch TV, so.
Amber then left. The next person to see Renisha was her mom. She testified she didn't know if her daughter was under the influence. They got into an argument because Renisha hadn't done her chores. She told her daughter not to leave the house. Renisha did anyway.
You came home that night, and as you said, I'm sorry, do you need a minute, Mrs. McBride?
No.
Okay.
Basically, a teenager, that when they get scolded, they don't want to hear it, so they might take a ride and come back. But I told her, and basically, you're going to hear me tonight, so don't move the car.
And she moved the car.
And she moved the car.
It wasn't long after that Renisha crashed that vehicle into a parked car. The owner heard the loud noise from her home and told the court that she saw Renisha stagger away from the accident scene holding her head. The 19-year-old walked back and told the woman she was okay and that she wanted to go home.
I told her that she was injured and that we needed to call the EMS. She seemed like she was scared. She just wanted to go home.
Despite Carmen Beasley's pleas to stay at the scene, McBride walked away again. Beasley then told EMS workers that if they circled the block, they should be able to find her. She said she wasn't sure if anyone looked for McBride. What we do know is that 3.5 hours later, Renisha McBride knocked on the front door of Ted Wafer's home, about 1.5 miles from the crash scene. It would turn out to be a deadly decision.
I don't have to prove that he intended to kill anyone. And it's not the people's position that he did intend to kill Renisha McBride. It's the people's position that he knowingly created a situation where death or great bodily harm was likely to occur.
So he goes back to the kitchen and guess what happens again? Boom, 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 on the front door. Oh, and it is this time he knows. Or he doesn't know, but what he's going through his heart and in his head is it's me. They're coming to get me. Get your mindset in Ted's mind. Ted's mind. What was he going through at that moment he shot?
Renisha McBride's blood alcohol level was nearly 3 times the legal limit when she was on Ted Wafer's front porch. He is charged with second-degree murder. Testimony continues tomorrow.